Hello. So it is Friday night. I have many questions. Too many questions. First of all, I was going to do a reading. I thought it was going to center on why in the effing F Putz thought it was okay to possibly grant asylum for Felonia. I mean, if you step back and think about that on like a world political level and who is whose allies, I mean, I'm just stunned by that because everyone had always referred to him as like the President Musk, having two presidents. And the fact that Russia had the audacity to do that just blows me away. And so, I just can't get that out of my head. So anyway, so that's what I thought I was going to do this reading on. And then somehow I came around to a question. What, because of all those sanctions and Rubio doing that, what was his ulterior motive? What is he trying to hide? What is he trying to get ahead of? Were all the questions I was asking. So then I was like, wait, Don Julio sanctioning them because of how they're treating Bibi's country and the U.S. So my question became then, what does Netanyahu have to do with stealing 2024? How he does it. And so this was the Terrascope. This is how he does it. There is a lot of stuff related to the sanctions, why they did it, what Donald fears, the breakup, and Russia. The two things, though, that stood out because not a lot of commonalities were coming across with that question, except these 2 points. So what's the thing that is feeding the chart on what Bibi had to do with taking 2024? It was the card called Solar. Solar is a solar eclipse. That is someone being eclipsed, a leader being eclipsed. And that showed up for why Russia thought, okay, hey, she lost. Interesting. But then over here, this would be the 6th house. And this is where I'm really focusing on lately because that has to do with tabulators. Not the machines. The machines are okay, but it's the actual tabulators is where I'm sticking my nosy nose into. And only one person came up with that, how she lost. But the card is Neptune, and Neptune is a sacrifice. So the tabulators sacrificed her. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to throw a Terrascope, and this is where I am. From Russia's perspective, why did she lose? And looky here. There are 2 things that came up from what does Bibi have to do with 2024 and how KH lost, according to Russia. We have this solar card. Boom. They eclipsed a leader. And in the same position, we have this Neptune card, tabulators sacrificing her votes. So what's feeding this on how she lost? Well, we have the solar card. We have the North Node card, the destiny, what they want to do. We have the United States. And what is feeding all this, why she lost? Because the 1H has to do with the office of the president and installing that person, okay? So the signifier then had to do with the 7H. That is your partnership. Russia, why did she lose? Because of a partnership, and she was an open adversary. So when you go over to there, well, she lost because the 9th house, another government far away interfered, yod, reversed. That usually means a person taking care of things, and that person is taking care of things abroad. I'm just freaking out. So then on the substance, on why she lost, This is the Taurus card reversed. That means I have votes, and it's reversed. So it's like her votes were reversed. They were taken away. And here, the messenger, I often associate this with Felonia. What's the big secret that they're trying to hold and keep out of the way and detract? They want to keep this the secret. Mercury retrograde reversed. So Mercury is the card for like the messenger. Reversed is reverse messaging, reversing tabulators, reversing electronics. Got it? Well, this is the big secret that the Russia has and why she lost. And over here, how is Netanyahu related to it? This is what's crowning him. Mercury retrograde. They decided to rewrite this whole thing. And for Bibi, he is related, what's crowning him, his relationship with Felonia. Now, the leadership. We have this card, Pisces. And oh my gosh, that is the big secret that ties them all together. And this is the card that President Biden had since, I think, last fall, that he knows what's going on, and he's finding information to corroborate that, okay? Again, this has to do, the day-to-day operations, voting machines, Neptune, sacrifice, 7th, 8th. The moon void, of course. Why did she lose? Because there were multiple people in it who were sharing the ability, that shock value, and the time to intervene and pull this off, okay? We have this other person. What's crowning the reason why she lost? We have this card, Gemini. That is Netanyahu. He came up with the Gemini card as the signifier. The network is the Scorpio card, transform. These are all the groups and networks that are transforming votes and counts. The secret is they know the truth, and the hidden enemy is if this gets out, okay? And so then I just grabbed this deck of cards. I just want to show you a tarot card, and this is what came up when I was like, according to the Russia, why did she lose? Look, because of the Ace of Pentacles, because of votes, and how it was pulled off, the Wheel of Fortune. So that's that. I'm sure I'll have more questions, but you guys have a great weekend, and we will get to the bottom of this. See ya. Bye.